The harpies themselves sort of like feel something change, and they like and begin to like frantically scatter. So they fly away.
And I go.
What about Betty?
I'll tell you what it is, yeah, because we've not actually resolved that. Did you want to do anything else on your go? Now the wyvern has died.
So the wyvern's not with it anymore.
It's not, no. With or without you.
Oh Lord.
What the fuck? That was the. Is that why you've been saying wyvern? Because you know everybody else calls it wyvern.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna run to the side here next to Binks and like look out over the edge to see if I can spot Betty, but I don't know if there's anything I can really fucking do.
Yeah, she'll be there. You can spot her and have a little powwow with Binks.
Oh, somebody had to save her.
I nearly slipped into Barnold then. Does anyone have a rope?
She's attached to a fucking
Oh yeah,
lasso.
she's fucking lassoed, isn't she?
Yeah.
Can I help like what?
He's an octopus.
Yeah, but like you're there and she's like over there.
She's on the side of the boat, isn't she?
She's dangling
She's
20
attached.
feet
She's
down.
Yeah.
She's attached.
She's hanging. Oh,
Yeah.
she's now
Yeah,
hanging
she's
down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically
she's
she's
hanging down there.
dangling
Don't
onto
worry,
the side.
saved her.
Okay.
Nobody else is gonna.
Can I help Binks like pull her up then?
Yeah, of course you can. So I'll say from.
Fuck knows, yeah.
Have you what?
Am I still charmed?
Yeah.
No, because
He's not dead.
it's not dead, but it's a concentration-based thing. And after the wyvern died, it broke concentration, sort of flapped its wings and started flying away.
Okay.
So quick that you basically don't have the time to pursue them or anything meaningfully. Jin and Binks, between the two of you, Tavis is in the background basically slowly constricting and crushing the lifeless body of the wyvern, whilst you two pull Betty up.
He's like,
So my go.
What do you want to do?
How far can a harpy fly in 6 seconds after trying to attack my friend Betty?
Their movement speed is 60 feet flying.
Okay. So they'd be... And they went to try and get her. So they'd be about 40 feet away.
Yeah.
Can I pick up the direwolf as an octopus form and try and throw it at the harpy? And it's 40 feet away.
animal abuse.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Roll me a strength check to see how well you can chuck it.
That poor direwolf.
Is a 20.
I'll say you can pick up and throw the direwolf far enough, yeah. If you want it to basically land. There was only one of them that was close enough, right? Because it was the one near Bay.
And then the direwolves go, I'd like them to attack.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Oh shit, that's a 13.
That's a hit.
Do you get any bonuses for being at speed?
No! He's not a fucking missile!
He is though, isn't he? He literally is a fucking missile.
Jesus. No. Just his regular attack.
That's pretty good. That's 13 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
And it needs to make a DC saving throw. Seems prone.
How do you be
6.
prone in
He's
there?
prone. They're both going down.
So it just basically
Can I
in
watch
midair.
as soon as the wolf's about to hit the floor, I'm just going to dissipate it.
Well, it's 200 foot down, so would it disappear after it's a certain distance from you? Or?
About 120 feet, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Very fine, then.
So what would happen is that this harpy would basically turn on its side in midair, prone, and just fall slowly.
If all the way down, you're just going to be biting shit out of it.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say it would probably... They don't have a lot of health, these things, and they've only got an AC of 11, like we established earlier. It's probably going to die before the 120 feet, and then its corpse is... The wolf's going to disappear, and its corpse is just going to, like, onto the water.
And then I'm just going to go next to my friends, Jin and Binks, as they're pulling Betty up and go... just around them, just watching them, what they're doing.
Oh my
The
God.
curious octopus, like... Okay, cool.
Just puts its like tentacles around like, hey guys.
this is like a 12-foot octopus. It's like just massive.
Binks is like 2 foot.
You're like one of the suctions in the side of your face.
I
Like,
don't like this.
It smells like sushi over here.
Where's sushi?
Good question.
Didn't you guys have a lot of sushi on the boat
Probably.
when we were first in the first part of the campaign?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sushi.
Sushi, that thing, yeah. Okay, so the rocks that were like circling and
fuck all. Oh,
yeah, it wasn't a fight. They were circling and they were sort of like
Is she on the other side?
in fairness, yeah. One of them starts to kind of pursue those harpies and fly off. Another one comes in close to you, the guy that was originally kind of like talking to you, and he's doing some kind of like weird hand signal sort of things, and you kind of expect or pick up that he's actually trying to say like, you know, follow me or go over here.
Can I just put a tentacle up and be like,
Just flapping around,
Are we
yeah,
any
of
closer
course
to
you
the
can.
island? Were we moving during that fight?
Yeah, very slowly, but you were moving.
oh, by the way, when I'm helping Betty up, can I just like pick her up with my tentacle and just put her on this boat?
Yes, of course you can.
What happened? Well, you didn't do much, that's for sure.
Yeah, you woke up, everyone's dead, and I'm an octopus.
I just remember being in love. Yeah, to save your ass. Thank you, Binks. What the fuck? She just noticed the dead wyvern wyvern. This dead.
Yeah, so
Why is he an octopus? There's weirder things.
So it's quite large, this wyvern wyvern, and it's about, like its wingspan's maybe about 20-ish feet, which is quite big, but it's by nowhere near like dragon standard. Like Gorgondir compared to this thing, like he's phenomenal, he's huge, very imposing. And actually, when you went toe to toe with this wyvern wyvern, it wasn't really that strong. So you detect that it was kind of like a minor threat, actually. As you guys are kind of gathering yourselves and you're checking that the crew are like all right and all things like that, you discover quite quickly that the ship is sort of like slowly descending in the sky. It looks like the wyvern wyvern has done some damage to any flying mechanism that exists on this ship. Fuck! And you're sort of slowly descending. The stone that's kind of still on the deck of the ship sort of like
Binks is gonna pick it up.
okay. So from the phone you hear a voice of one of those pilots and he's like,
Okay, that was some crazy shit. We can see you're not together now. We get that. Do you need assistance?
We needed assistance a minute ago.
We're not fighting fights that aren't ours.
It wasn't my fight either.
Well, it certainly looked like it. Follow us. Over and out.
Fine. Binks is going to instruct the crew that basically we're going to follow the rocks, and she also wants any of her best men that understand the drum mechanism to be working on it and trying to repair whatever is broken.
okay.
I have some carpenter's tools. I don't know if they're going to be any use whatsoever to the drum.
Pass him to the octopus.
Carpenter's tools.
Just there with like a saw and a hammer and trying to saw with a hammer and like.
I'm not coming out of octopus form for an hour.
Binks would also like to have a good nosy at the wyvern wyvern. Like, she's never seen one before, so she wants to like have a look at its teeth and its claws, and she's gonna like a good prod and poke around.
See if there's anything like sheep that you can use to cook up some sort of delicacy.
Can I recover any arrows that were stuck in it?
Of course you can, yeah. If from recollection you hit it with about 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think only like 1 or 2 to be honest.
All right, okay. Well, let's say you recover 2 arrows, pristine, from the wyvern wyvern. Anyone want a drink?
Have another one of these, please. mate?
Okay.
Can you put my ginger ale?
I'll have any of the brewdog from the bottom drawer, yeah.
There's 2 ginger ales, mine's the one on top of the other one.
So, Binks, I'd like you please to roll me Ooh. Roll me a either nature or arcana check. Arcana.
21.
Betty, because you're going to assist here, I'd like you to roll me either a nature or arcana check, please.
Well, it ain't gonna be harder. Oh, they're both the same. 18.
Cool.
I'm surprised because they're -1. So, actually rolled well for once. Now I start rolling well.
So let's say that Binks, you identify that there's a number of things on this wyvern that could be useful as spoils. So these are things like its scale. Thank you. So a couple of scales which are available. Its claws and its teeth. They're the things that are quite usable. Another part, which would be of particular interest, would be that tail spike. You can quite happily, in the time, it's going to take you a couple of minutes to get from here to anywhere where the rock crew taking you. So you can happily carve those things off.
So it's scales.
Scale, teeth, claws, and the tail spike.
Cool, yeah.
Scale, teeth, claws, tail
Binks is
spike.
just going to start getting to work on keeping some of those.
Yeah, that's fine. Betty, because you're looking for different things, you kind of delve a little bit deeper. There's two main things that interest you about this wyvern and you think are going to be potentially useful. Not most of its meat. It's very tough. It's a weird meat. It's sort of oily and tough. It's a strange texture. The two things that you think are useful are wyvern marrow, bone marrow, and its brainstem.
What the hell's a brainstem?
I'm a surgeon now.
It's a stem that's the brain.
Cool.
Neurologist now.
So you're able to, carve those out of this beast. So you guys progress and you are escorted. At some point, the ship's kind of going a little bit too low in the sky. You can see you're moving towards this kind of like island in the sky, and one of the rocks kind of comes up underneath the Codfather Part 2 and is basically like holding it up, like gliding under it, yeah? As you slowly make your way over. When you get a little bit closer, at one point it's sort of like you pass through almost like a barrier close to this island, and immediately gravity just feels less weighty on you. Everything's a little bit more floaty. Everything's a little bit easier. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The octopus like tentacles start to just like Mexican wave in the sky. If you guys would, as an example, jump, you could slowly float from one end of the Codfather to the other end, and it'd be nice and easy on your joints and things like that. Like, you feel not weightless, but you feel the forces of gravity are suspended slightly here. So you come in, and the closer you get to the kind of island, there is now more avian type people flying around, zipping like past you, and a lot of them, when you kind of like just on the edges, a lot of them do have this sort of like military-esque look to them, like the aviator glasses, and they're sort of like whizzing around and like saluting at people in the air and shit like that. And by the time you land, the guys that kind of meet you halfway out are sort of like, okay, you guys need medical assistance, and your ship it's really banged up. So, but I tell you what, we appreciate that you sorted out that sky scum. There's a lot of sky scum out there.
Why didn't you do anything?
Well, is it not obvious? Those harpies are Dangerous. There's wyverns. They're dangerous. There's wyverns. Who knows how to say it? They're dangerous. So,
So you just left us to die?
well, no, we would have helped you all the way. We saw your simple-minded friend over here, the one with the tits that are constantly out. We saw
She
her.
didn't do much.
Well, put it this way: if she'd have fallen from the sky, we were there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank them. I saved you, not them.
Thanks, Vince.
Under the glasses, they kind of like wink at Betty a little bit.
Have you fought these things before?
Yeah, well, it depends where you go in the world. You know, there's more of them over this side of the world than the others. But that's because this place is. The skies are ruled. Calls himself the King of the Skies. A red dragon called Ravaxor.
Sounds like a medication.
Or maybe that's where I got the name from.
Hey, do you know a guy called Aurora?
Rora.
Yeah.
What was the red dragon called? Sorry, just
Ravaxor, so Ravaxor.
Is Rora the owl guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, I was thinking of someone
sorry,
really
I just want to
different.
write that down
He
before I
went
forget
home.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rora.
Can
Yeah,
you
I'll go.
bring us up to speed with what happened with him? Can't
He went
remember.
home, didn't he?
Yes. You mean, Senator? Rora? Swiftclaw?
No way.
Jin,
Senator?
is this a variant?
I think it could be Rora's home.
Oh, we're always a good friend of ours.
Are we in the variant? Good little pigeon type man.
Hey, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, I changed back. Hey, how you doing? Just as you see a tentacle like hand.
Yes. Look. This place is called Avia.
That's it. Yeah, I get mixed up sometimes between the A's and the V's and the A's and the I's. Yeah,
I can see.
He told us that he was
call it
searching home.
Ovarian.
What?
We call it Avarian.
Yeah, that's it. Aquarium, like an aquarium but for birds.
So you meant like the ovary.
No, what's an ovary?
Avarian.
Ovarian.
No, what's one of those?
An ovary? I tell you when you're old.
Oh, okay.
No, this place is called Avia.
That's it.
It's the city in the sky.
Could you get Rora for us?
Senator Rora is a busy individual.
No, we're very personal friends. Just tell him that Binks is here.
Did you say senator?
Senator, yes.
Binks. What is it? Is that
He's
like a
important.
person that carves wood?
No, it means he's
Oh.
important.
Oh, okay.
So, for the listener's purpose, there was a queer owl folk who, as in interesting.
LGBT.
What's his name?
Rora.
Yeah, Rora, Senator Rora
Not quite.
Swiftclaw.
I'm sure how to spell it.
Raura.
Oh, yes, lost it.
Raura.
I would have
Is it-
spelled it L-O-R-A.
I just put R-U-R-A.
I spell it R-U. Okay. So, for the listener's purpose, when these guys were back
Oh,
in there,
like Laura, but with an R.
yeah, Rora.
Laura.
Yeah, it's like Laura with a speech impediment.
Well, that's so very
Scooby-Doo,
important.
don't say Laura.
Avia. A-V-I-A. So, when these guys first ever set off on their adventure back in their original home planet, Pangella, they were followed around basically and sometimes guided a little bit on their journey by this mystical owl that followed them, like a perfectly black and white owl. When they transported...
Yeah.
He was black and white.
Black and white.
He wore brown
His
robes.
Minnie was brown.
You mean this one? He wore brown robes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we? Can you hold that for the camera for the people at home as well? There's
I just
Rora.
thought he was a realistic owl.
Beautiful, gorgeous. There he is. So Rora, when you guys transferred to Satus, the new world. Thank you. Well done.
Good job, Kat.
Good
She's still charmed. Roll the weight and saving throw.
The most you've done all night is hold them in your
Picture of memories.
It's a gold star.
So he,
Today, it's okay.
when these guys transferred to the New World Satus, Rora appeared in front of them as an owl person, so an Aarakocra of owl basis.
Such a tit.
He was a skilled sorcerer, and he helped you guys.
Shit.
He never did shit, did he?
Didn't do anything.
He's tried to help you
We
guys.
just forgot he was there all the
He
time.
had some very good spells.
It's classic DM doesn't want to make the NPC so interesting that we want to keep him because he can't be asked playing it.
Oh, I liked Roar.
And after you guys had that showdown with Sapphire Star, he basically disappeared quickly after that.
Yeah, he went
So
home.
yeah, he went to find his way home. He never really. He told you his home was a place called Avia.
And we never helped him, did we?
No.
We just sacked him off.
Yeah.
He found his own way home, didn't
We
he?
never even
No, I
asked
think
about
we
him.
got. I honestly think we got pretty mean about it. At
I
one
thought
point.
we did something to help him,
No, I think
but we
we-
did leave him on his way.
so
I thought we did something.
I'm pretty
to
sure
help
at
him.
one point we saw Avia, but like really far away.
We found it on the map, didn't we?
Yeah.
To help
And
him.
it was like, what's this? And he was like, well, that's my home. But he didn't tell you much about it. He didn't tell you that, as an example, it was moving.
I feel like we never asked.
We didn't keep
Yeah,
him
you-
around.
He did tell us it was moving.
He wasn't much of a hoot.
Yeah, he did tell us. Yeah, he did, yeah.
Ah, cool.
He wasn't in one place like all the time.
Right, and that's what made it so hard to find
Yeah.
for him. Okay, that makes sense. So anyway, he did disappear. And the name, like I say, the name is useful in this place. So this kind of general person there, he kind of like slowly lowers his little aviators and like looks at you guys like, well, you can't just walk into Parliament and ask to speak to
this the
Senator
guy
Rory.
that-
Because he's an owl.
There's a guy that winked at you, yeah.
Okay, so Betty's gonna try and source her way past this guy and be like, I'm sure you can pull us a few favours. She's trying to speak.
Roll persuasion check.
Do something. Do something.
She's sort of gonna do the thing that people do
Come
where
on,
they like
Betty.
squash their boobs together and make them look better.
Are you trying to ruffle his feathers?
Yeah!
Are you
I
trying to...
don't get that.
Look at me doing persuasions.
A group of owls is called a pod.
Oh my god! Plus 0. 20.
So, thank you.
Plus 0.
So this guy says like, well, I've just met you, but I can see you need all the help you can get. Okay, follow me. Well, we'll see what we can do.
I think you.
I did something useful.
I think you fucking feathers tonight.
How'd you know my name was Feathers?
How does that even work?
So you guys begin to move into Avia. The cloacal kiss.
That was insane.
So as you're moving through, what's happened? What's happened over there?
Impression of a cloacal kiss is I've lost his shit.
It was the casualness about it. I went, what? She went, how's that do? She was then. It was just the pure casualness about it. It's like, that's how they have sex. How do you not know that?
Duh. Oh, fucking hell.
Smashing bird bits together.
Yeah. Rubbing them. So, as you progress through Avia, this is a cool place actually. It's really magical. Like there's a lot of like small like little fledglings, kind of like they do like backflips and shit off like the buildings, and they kind of just like wee, 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 into the air. Even when they're passing items.
What type of birds are here?
I'm glad you asked. There is essentially every bird here. So this is an absolute avian like utopia.
Do we see some more?
There's loads of
Is
tits.
there boobies?
Yeah, is there any more Kenkis?
Ah, interesting one. I'd like you to roll. You two, Tavis and Jin, I'd like you to roll perception checks for me, please. Get your binoculars out.
Is there chuffs?
Yes,
Is there boobies?
there's boobies.
Oh fuck! It's a natural
Not just
one.
Betty's.
I'm not very.
Perceptive.
10.
So, Tavis, for you, you're too kind of caught up in
Birds.
Just birds, generally speaking.
It was a 9 altogether.
Oh, great. Yeah. Like, you're really interested in how, like, even passing things to each other, they'll sort of just, like, float it out a window, and it'll just sort of, like, and then slowly make its way over to, like, another building, and they'll be like, thank you! And, like, grab it and stuff. Jin, for you, you're walking through Avia, a little bit jealous, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of people flying around here and making it look fabulous. You do notice that sometimes people kind of look at you and then sort of like, and then like they'll talk within their close circle about you, but you don't spot any Kenkus.
I'm going to be walking around like awed, and then I'm going to turn to Tavis and say, to be honest, T, I always wished I could fly, but I can't. It's the curse of a Kenku.
What about if one day we find someone real special, we make you a pair of wings, and then we can like maybe make them really good, and I'll throw you off a mountain real fast, and then you can fly.
Oh,
I'll do that for you.
Throw me off.
I believe that's falling with style.
I remember a guy I met called Buzz once. He said that.
Cool. But anyway, T, I can't fly. Kenkus can't fly. And
Maybe
I'm real sad about it, boy.
Maybe I could help you fly one day.
I love this new
Please
accent.
don't throw me off.
I won't throw you if you don't want to be thrown. But maybe one day I could help you. Maybe grow wings.
If you could help me in any way, gain my wings.
I can grow nature, so maybe I could try to one day help you grow something.
I would owe you a debt, my friend.
I like that.
I'm looking for waterfowl around here.
Yeah, there is waterfowl. They're just in the puddles,
There's
wading
waterfowl
around
over there.
Waterfowl?
So when you guys are progressing through the city, you realise that it's predominantly Aarakocra of different varieties. However, there is a very small population of wild elves. You've only ever seen one wild elf before, and that was, let me remember her name, where's it gone? School, here we go. That was Hilda, the wild elf that kind of came in to run the school back in Astera. The one with like a curly pink mohawk, a little bit of like tribal tattoos on her face, things like that. She's a badass. So the wild elves that you can see knocking around here are quite similar. Like they are elven. So they have the features of an elf, quite pointed, like nose, obviously the ears pointed, pretty good looking. However, a little bit tougher, a little bit more muscular than your regular old elf, and not so hoity-toity, as the technical word is. So you notice that the city is made of many, many small buildings, tightly weaved fibrous materials that make the buildings. There's a lot of dead plant matter. There's a little pigeon neighbourhood where the houses are basically just twigs, just like on top of each other. Really shitty houses, those ones. So a lot of people floating around. Socially, people are nice and happy. Socially, people are welcoming of you guys. Like, oh wow, don't see outsiders in Avia that much. Oh, welcome.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know if we ever established this or not, like in Jin's backstory, has he ever actually met another Kenku? I don't think he has.
Nope, never.
So, like, I've not actually seen another Kenku, but, like, I've read about them.
Yeah. You know that they exist.
Yeah.
But these guys haven't witnessed one in their lives other than you, and you've yet to witness another Kenku.
So I still haven't clapped eyes on a Kenku yet.
Not yet, no.
What does it look like that people are whispering about Jin when they see him? Like, are they shocked by him as if they've never seen a Kenku, or are they just a bit like, this guy can't fly, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the vibe?
I'd like you to roll me a vibe check. I've done that twice now. I'd like you to roll me a vibe check, please. Let's go for insight. That's a vibe check, right?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, cool. So you get the vibe that they're not things like scared, more like curious, more like bewilderment rather than like fear or nastiness or anything like that.
Okay. All I want to get is like, does everybody look like really shocked? You know, like when in the other campaign when people would see happen and they'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that?"
Yeah, no,
like,
it's not that bad.
Okay, so they don't look that shocked by him.
No, it's not like massive confusion or like I say, shock, fear, anything like that. It's more like a curiosity, bewilderment, that sort of thing.
I would
Can I-
like to. Oh God,
Sorry,
there you go.
Can I just roll another perception just to see if I notice people are actually
Yeah, of course you can.
sort of clocking?
Of course you can. Let's go for it.
Can I notice at this point that Jin's kind of feeling a bit uncomfortable between the conversations and stuff?
Well,
15.
okay, I'll come back to that. So you, Tavis, roll me an insight check to see if you would clock that.
And also the fact that like everyone around us is like, you know, talking and going off and stuff like that.
But he's
Insight.
focused on
Oh,
keeping
a
his
16.
guy sweet.
Okay, cool. So yeah, with the 16, you do get that like Jin's behaviour has changed a little bit here. He's feeling a little bit on edge, probably a bit jealous, and longing. You know, he wants to know what the deal is. Jin, for yourself, you got 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you do notice that people are talking about you and are noticing you. There's a group that stands out to you, and these people would look a little bit more like magpies than any other, you know, group. So you notice them because they're kind of like long flowing tail. In certain light it has like a kind of like dark navy shimmer to it, and the white feathers are so striking next to their black feathers that they kind of like really stand out to you on the street. And sort of like one of them looks like a merchant on the street, and he's sort of like, he's got loads of little like bits of silverware on his table, and he's kind of like and he's looking over at you.
So at this point, is there like a little alleyway or anywhere I could like kind of like
An alleyway.
an alleyway,
Alleyway.
nice, a little alleyway or anything like that?
Yeah, of course, there's loads.
I'm just
It's very
hey
built
guys,
up.
just hold up 2 seconds, please. I need to wee. And
You need to wee?
Yes, hold up.
Oh.
I'm gonna run off into an alleyway, and then after about 2 or 3 minutes, no, like 10 seconds actually, because it'll take long.
Unless you lock yourself in the toilet.
Someone looking exactly like Jin appears from the alleyway. The only difference is, instead of black feathers, they have white feathers. And I'm going to approach and be like, it's okay, I know what it's like not to fit in.
So what are you? Is it a specific spell you're
I'm
using
going to
here?
use disguise self.
I'm going to be honest, Tavis. This is kind of offensive to me.
Wow.
If you could see yourself, you would realize how insensitive that is.
What would you like me to do different?
Oh my lords, Tavis.
I'm just going to ruffle my feathers and just look exactly like Jin. Like, so I'm black, and I'm like, is that better?
You are really not helping matters.
Why is that?
If I have to explain it to you, boy, it ain't worth explaining. Look around, you're a non-bird folk dressed as a bird folk.
I'm not dressed. I am.
This is
Magically
really embarrassing
you.
for you, to be honest. Tavis.
And at this point, the magic's just gonna like start like failing, and like one of the arms just becomes Tavis's arm, and he's like, I didn't mean no offense. I just wanted to. I don't.
Jin's
And every
gonna
time I'm
lay a
stuttering, like
hand
one
on
like
his-
finger's just starting to pop out, and like the beak starts going in and back out and stuff like this.
He's gonna lay a hand on like Tavis' shoulder and go, I understand what you're trying to do, but boy, howdy, you did it badly.
I'm sorry, and then like this Kenku's like going bigger and taller.
Just be yourself. Tavis, son. Listen to me, son.
I'm listening.
Be yourself, boy.
Okay.
Be yourself.
I'm just gonna pop up as Tavis, but I've still got a beak. Is that better?
Fucking hell.
Pardon
my language.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna shake it off. Just become Tavis again.
Oh, Lord.
Are more people staring at us now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Catastrophe.
Definitely.
Jin's just going to be like holding his beak. Like,
Yeah, they're definitely looking over a bit like. Some of them like moving into alleyways.
this man does not speak for me or my people.
I don't blame.
He's simply a dumb furball.
People shutting windows and stuff.
That's not
That
nice.
was mean.
Tavis, I'm sorry, but you can't go dressing up like that.
I didn't. I magically imbued myself to look like you. Just some. I seen you become uncomfortable around these people, and they were talking.
Tavis, I appreciate it, but let's just leave it at that.
Oh, okay. I get you. I'm sorry.
It's like if you had never seen a furball before, and someone dressed up like a furball and wasn't a furball and pretended to be a furball.
You saying
Would you
Fearball like he says wyvern?
There's my accent.
I know.
My southern accent.
So you never ever seen someone like you before?
Never ever. I've read about him.
I'm sorry. I thought you met your species before as well.
No, son. I was raised by a human.
Have I ever seen a Kenku before? Oh,
Nope.
These are in fact the first bird folk I've seen besides Aurora.
well, you didn't make that apparent in the last campaign.
Probably not. Jin was woefully underridden back then.
This is getting meta as fuck. So, you guys carry on going through the city. You see a number of different shops and things like that. There's a tailor here, Featherfall Tailoring. There's a forge, Talon's Forge. A Skyward Spice Emporium.
Maybe they do stuff that's not metal here that I can wear.
Let's maybe just go and find Laura first and
Oh,
we'll look
okay.
at it.
He might get us a discount.
Jin's just gonna like pull his like a cloak up like over his head and like just trying to cover himself because he's feeling a bit embarrassed now.
Jim,
I don't think
do you
that's
want-
gonna
do you
hide
want-
that you don't have
Do you want to
legs.
get something
No,
to
no,
cover
no.
the top off? Should we go later?
Should we just go find Aurora?
Okay. I'm sorry.
So you carry on through, and there's kind of like down one of the alleyways. There's like a bookstore there for like some fancy, and there's you gather that you're getting close to Parliament now, and you gather that there's
Nice.
you gather that there's a kind of bird that kind of pops out, and it's like a little finch, and it's sort of like and then like falls down. And it's obviously pissed. It's come from the tavern, and Parliament's just in front of you there.
What's the tavern?
That's what he was hoping for.
Like you asked. Let me find it. I should have done this before the game, but let me find it. Yes, a parliament, if nobody's got onto that, is a group of owls.
That's
Yes.
what Scott.
That's not what you were asking there.
So there's the pump.
I did learn the
got
other
so
day
many
by Nathan that a group of rhinos is called a crash.
A crash! That's cool. Didn't know that.
Well, the next box.
Here we go. So, you find the tavern, and it's a specific shape. It's kind of like...
Wait, can we guess what it's called?
Oh, please. Oh my god, what a game. So it's like... Yeah, I won't give you any clues first. Go on, guess.
Clinical kiss.
Fuck off!
Oh, let's go for the Goaka.
Is it
It's not.
something like the cock?
Oh, that'd be a good one. But
Yes.
no.
Boobies.
The Wandering Wing.
No. I like...
Something to do with flaps.
Oh, that would be brilliant! Fucks, I'm gonna have to make loads more taverns for this city. No.
Just on the edge.
I know.
How is it not just called Great Tits?
Yeah.
Yay!
Is it not just called Great Tits?
Don't want it.
Oi, oi. I was going to describe the tavern. It basically is like, it's interwoven like twigs and like stuff like that, and in two big mounds. Great Tits. So yeah, the tavern is called Great Tits.
Nice.
You notice that actually it's an entranceway in the top of the tits. So there's not like a door on the outside. Like you'd have to basically jump up and
Fly
float up
into the
into
cleavage.
Yeah. Do you
have
want
to
to?
motorboat it.
Catty Hills, your job tonight is showing that to the camera. Show that to the
yeah.
camera for the people
Very
at home.
important job.
Even though I'm sure it's absolutely frozen, but fucking perfect. I'm sure it's
To be honest,
absolutely
Cam,
frozen.
I'm not being funny. You just turned into a cam girl tonight.
Cheers.
Little knockers.
Oh no!
So, what would you guys? Thank you. What would you guys like to do?
Oh yeah,
We're still following this guy, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, you're still following the dude.
I'm all damn tired.
Let's go see Aurora.
Yeah.
Aurora. Okay, cool.
Aurora.
So you guys are led into Parliament. You've worked out based on a conversation with the dude on the way up that Avia is ruled, I guess we could call it, by a parliament of owls. There's 4 owls in the parliament, and these people are revered for their wisdom and their clarity on governance. So these people are pretty high up and established, respected members of Avia. There's Grand Avariarch Hootenwise.
Say that again.
Grand Avariarch Hootenwise.
Very
What the fucking hell's a Grand Avia trying to say?
He's the top one. Hootenwise. As you're led in, again, I'll give you a short description of this person because he's on the kind of middle of the table there. So he's essentially he's a snowy owl. So he's like got snow white feathers, large though. He's very big and piercing golden eyes. As the Grand Avariarch, he is regal and he is a very dignified individual. A small set of like spectacles on the end of his beak there. Sat next to him is Senator Aurora, who you know already. So, again, I'll give a physical description of Aurora. He is a perfectly black and white owl. I didn't pick an exact species of owl, but sorry for the animal nerds at home. But he is. He's like a perfect split between the black and white feathers.
It's black and white.
Generic owl.
Generic owl person. Except for where is his minigun? Yeah, there you go. He's got quite like long, like.
I know there is literally a black and white owl.
Yeah, he's a black and white owl. That's what I said. Yeah.
He's got a stripy belly.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, he's a pud.
He's a good guy.
So it's got like a long-ish beak. Like
He's Latin American.
He's Latin American.
Yeah, can you give him a little Hispanic accent?
Alright, baby, no worries.
I've already got Rora's accent.
Yeah,
He
didn't
is
you have like a
American.
surfer boy?
Yeah. I'm glad you remembered that
To be
because I
fair,
did.
maybe he's like on a gap year in Costa Rica.
Yeah. That's the one. So next to and again, Rora is quite adorned with like. They're not precious jewels per se, but you can see he's kind of got like a small emerald kind of jewel on his like forehead,
This
and
is
he's
what Aurora looks like.
yeah, that's Rora in real life, and he's got like his like longer like brown robes. Next to Rora is Ambassador Plumefeather. Ambassador Plumefeather is a nightwing owl, so a version of a great horned owl. So he's brown, he has like a kind of like large dish-shaped face and those mega big eyebrows. So he also looks quite regal, quite diplomatic. And then last of all, the one that kind of greets you into the room is Councillor Whisper Talon. Whisper Talon is your classic barn owl. So
he's fucking cute.
yeah. So he's got kind of that heart-shaped kind of face, that plumage around his face, which is light browns and whites and things like that.
And literally, what were you going to say? And last up is Gary.
yeah. Generic NPC in the corner. Don't know why.
I think I'm an owl.
I'm a barn owl.
So,
It's a pigeon.
So Councillor Whisper Talon greets you into the room. And, hello there, patrons. Don't worry, word has already got to my ears that you have thwarted a great threat of the skies in a wyvern which attacked you guys and looked quite demonic. We appreciate this and you know we don't worry. We heard your noble ship had some damage in the way, and we intend to help you out there. And he's kind of interrupted before he can really fully finish his thought, and you hear a voice, dude! Oh my god, you guys! As Rora comes up to you guys now, and he's like, wings out, and he's like, oh my god, dudes! You came to visit me!
Binks is gonna run up to him and mush her face into his feathers.
Yeah!
She's so much smaller than him.
I'm just going to pat Jen on the shoulder and be like, Jen, who's that? Is that the guy that we...
Stop being mean to Rora and say hello.
Bet he's gonna give him a hug.
Oh, girls, get in here! Come on, we shared such good times. Remember that time when I stood in the battlefield and I forgot to do anything for 3 or 4 goes, and then I had that one go and then did the fireball, and that's all I did.
Did you get us into somewhere through some sewers once? Was that him?
No, he was still an owl at that point. That was under Mayafell.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, but no, that wasn't him.
No, he came at... He wasn't even there.
He did some cool shit. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, that might have...
Twice.
You might be confusing him, and I hope you're not, with Clint Eastwood.
No.
Clint of Eastwood.
No, Clint.
'Cause he was an NPC
I like
for a while.
Clint. I mean, if you want to bring Clint back, that's the kind of guy that you
He's
want
back
to
on the
bring
other
back.
world.
We love Rora.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Rory.
Laura, we Binks, we love you.
Tavis, I love you guys too. I can't believe you're here. What, you just here to see me? This is crazy.
No.
Our boat
Yes.
was in a bad way. And then a wyvern attacked us, and your boys on the rocks did nothing to help us.
They what?
They did nothing. I asked them for help, and they just watched whilst we battled a load of harpies. And
They said it wasn't
wyvern
their
wyvern.
fight to fight.
But we don't even know where it came from. It was nothing to do with us.
They just hung up the stone on us.
Nobody hangs up the stone on my friends. And so he kind of shoots a little glare over at that random dude who we never named, who's at the side.
Whilst he's glaring over,
I thought he was called
can I?
Feathers.
Oh, sorry, Feathers.
Is it Jin that's next to me?
Yeah.
I'll be like, Jin.
I think, well, that's why we're here, Tavis.
Oh.
Ain't it?
So he's Rora's gonna.
Is it?
Rora's
I
marching
thought it was
over
on
to
a
the guy,
boat.
and he's smacking him around his head with his wing leg. What do you mean you guys just hung up the rock? I can't believe this shit. What are we even paying you for? And he's gonna kick off at him basically, a couple of feathers going around and shit like that.
Where was this guy 18 months ago?
He's a senator now.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And a large voice in the room. Who do we have here? As Grand Avariarch Hooten Wise speaks up. Quite large, this owl person. You'd say about 9 or 10 feet tall, a really big owl. And is addressing you guys, asking you who you are.
Oh, we're the shit gang.
He's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Look at his feathers.
He's gonna bow because she's very
She
I
doesn't
don't
know what to
know what to do. Hello, sir.
As he's bowing, Tavis just like.
He's gonna look at Tavis
shit.
and Betty and be like, okay, and just start bowing with them.
Gin,
What does
bat.
Jin do?
Gonna like
Chin
really
back.
awkwardly
No.
We're all like pigeons.
No one bows here. We run a parliamentary democracy. Everyone is equal in Avia. Please, do not bow. So, why are you here?
Do you know what a
As she starts saying, I'm just gonna
shop.
kick her in the shin.
Ow!
So you stop her saying it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to have to finish your sentence if I'm to respond.
If they. Oh no, I'm confused.
Rora's kind of come back now and he's sort of like straightening out his feathers.
We came
like,
to see Rora.
you can't even get the staff. Fuck.
That's what we came to see Rora.
Oh, these are my friends. Yeah. Oh, Hoot and Wise. These guys, like, they've been all over the place. We've been in one world. We've been on another world. We've been on the moon. Like, it was crazy. Like, these guys got my back, yo. And Hoot and Wise is like, well, then they may be citizens. And he's like, no, I don't think they want to live here. Do you guys want to live here?
Can we get
I
like
might
a
know
honorary
someone.
citizenship?
Maybe.
So like we probably won't stay here all the time because we got stuff to do.
Maybe.
I do know someone that might want to reside here.
Who?
Hold on. Just gonna run off.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'm gonna run into town. And then I'm gonna grab something and run back.
So whilst you're doing that, what do the rest of you guys do?
It would be cool to have somewhere to stay when we came to visit.
Okay. Yeah.
it's nice here. I feel safe.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, we're always on the move. For good reason, because, you know, the skies are dangerous, and, like, we need to, like, go certain places to get, like, resources and shit, and then, like, go to a different place and, like, trade it and shit. So, like, you know, it's gonna be hard.
You telling me you don't have some sort of tracker so you can just find where the island is?
Maybe we could, like, make one.
Because otherwise, how do you guys find where the island is if you have to leave? Like, how did you get home?
Yeah, we don't leave.
You left.
Yeah, I was kind of ousted. So
But did you
that's the
found it?
point, is like, it's really hard to find. So, you know, I'm happy you found us, but you probably won't do it a lot, is what I'm saying. Maybe we can figure that out, but normally we like secrecy and shit.
Can you make gin wings?
a talent.
Method acting. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do a shit and a wee at the same time. My cloaker in a minute. What did you say, sorry, Binks?
Can you make wings for gin? So you can fly?
Oh. No. That kind of shit, that's God given. So, you know, if he ain't got wings, then I guess, sorry?
Jin's just gonna look away and like make a really sad cawing noise.
No, but like everyone's got the talents, you know. Like I can't backflip, but I think you can.
Rora, I'm a little bit taken aback by this city of yours. I ain't never seen no bird folk in one place before. So many. Or at least you're the only other bird folk I ever seen.
It does get a bit stinky sometimes. But yeah, you know, we're just safer here. There's a lot of like dangerous things in the world, and you know, no disrespect, Jin, but like a lot of ground dwelling people, they're not very nice, especially when they pretend to be air dwelling people, you know.
Excuse me?
No, I don't mean
a kick in the door from
No, yeah. So at this point, Tavis comes back. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's got it.
I'm just holding a chicken in the mouth.
Did you really just say that in front of Clarice?
Oh,
But Clarice likes living with us.
I do like Clarice.
Did you just say Clarice was a ground-dwelling, air-pretending motherfucker?
You said what about Clarice? What do you say about Clarice?
I just no, guys.
He just badmouthed all non-flying bird folk.
I say
I'm gonna drop Clarice
it's a history thing.
and then turn into a massive direwolf.
Can we not start a fight with owls?
Hoots and Wise goes. Everybody, calm down here, please. Now, just because we haven't got on historically doesn't mean we can now. Please. Jin's son, this could be the start of a great relationship.
And Betty's going to turn to Binks and say, I think we need to tell them why we're here.
I tried to tell his kids.
We need to tell them Tavis.
Tavis, it's okay. You're own direwolf yourself.
Come back, Tavis. Because that was a waste of our
And now I should give you guys a combat so I can finally kill Tavis's ass.
I'm just going to say to Tavis, thank you for sticking up for me, friend. I'm sorry for what I said out there earlier, but this is all very new to me.
That's okay. I've always got your back. Don't worry about that.
And since I'm going to look at Rora and I'm going to say, and since I know some people in this room don't have my back, I'm glad to know that these folk do.
He doesn't really pick up on that. He just thinks you're talking about some abstract person elsewhere. He's like, yeah, man, you gotta pick your battles. Yeah, man. Yep, you're right.
Hooch and Wise,
Yes?
we're looking for something that we believe may be actually more dangerous now than ever.
I'm gonna pick up Clarice and throw it at Betsy.
Okay. What's happening here?
We need to tell them.
I'm sorry, that was a twitch.
We need
Tell us what.
Hoots and Wise, what do you know of the agents of Deductor?
Oh. They don't like us.
I don't think I get it.
They exclude us from their flying zones. Although their particular part of the world is very bountiful, we cannot go there.
That's probably for the best. The agents of Deductor are trying to take all of the Nekia shards.
And he kind of like, at the mention of this, roll an insight check. At the mention of this, I'll let you know how he reacts based on this insight check.
21.
Okay, so it's clear that this is a touchy subject for them, and so Hoot and Wise sort of like gathers his council there, and not Rora. Rora's just stood at the side like, God, look at you guys. So he gathers up Ambassador Plumefeather, brings over Councillor Whisper Talon, and they sort of have a subtle whispering between themselves. And they turn back, and Hoot and Wise is quite honest with you now, and he says, well, we do have a shard here. Why do you think we're in the air? The Nekia shard we possess is embedded underneath the land. It's what keeps us floating happily. Without it, we would not be safe. we would not be in the sky.
So you don't think you're going to be safe for much longer?
The doctor's going to come for the shard.
How do you know this? We do not go in that area of the world, but we've never been in true conflict with the Doctor or Zaus.
They seem to be spreading, like leaving their own land and spreading across the whole of the globe, really.
We had an encounter with them in I don't know where we're from. Shit.
Astera.
They tried to come and get a shard that they thought was at Astera, but it wasn't. So, yeah, they're not good. They're doing a lot of bad things.
What do you propose that we constantly fly away?
Do you know how to hide yourself on this? And she's going to show them the map.
Just to add to this, we were told by two angels that we needed to find the shards. Idris and Zenya.
They're from High Nobilis. They want the shards too.
Well, what's your...
High Nobilis. High in name, but we are here higher. I wouldn't trust everything the soldiers of High Nobilis state. For I'm sure they would also crash this island if they could.
Would you crash this island for the greater good?
For the greater good. The greater good. I would take difficult decisions to protect my avian brothers and sisters.
Jin's just clearing his throat.
All of my avian brothers and sisters, even the fallen ones.
So where are they at
Stretches his wings out a little.
So where are they at the moment?
Well, there's a settlement of turkeys. I believe they're on.
My friend is not a turkey.
You refer to the Kenku amongst you, yes.
I refer to Jinsun, my friend.
Has been a while since I've seen one of your kind, but I'm oddly refreshed to see you. It has been a good 20 or 30 years now.
And this is, sorry, Hootenwise, is it?
Hootenwise, yeah.
Hootenwise has just said it's been 30 years since he's seen Jin or a Kenku.
Kenku.
Oh.
Yes, there's many turkeys down on the land.
Once again, I'm not talking about turkeys.
Then do not mix your words. Who do you refer
I'm
to?
talking about my friend's species, the Kenkus. There doesn't seem to be a lot of them up here. I mean, not a lot, I mean zero.
Yes. The Kenkus are thin in numbers, I have to admit.
Inside check when he talks about Kenkus.
Yeah, roll it.
15.
Okay, cool. So the vibe you've got from him so far anyway is that he's not holding a lot of information back. He's relatively honest and an open person, and that's what you get from this environment. When he speaks about Kenkus specifically, he doesn't change a lot. So he doesn't take you know,
hard faced.
yeah, he doesn't take extended pauses between speech or nothing like that, and so based on what you've worked out so far, you can probably tell he's being truthful.
Grand of Avia, I've only ever read about my folk. I've never met one before. If you could fill in some of the blanks for me whenever you have time, I would love to hear it.
Well, I
We
do.
haven't got enough on the right foot, and he's gonna glance at Rora. But I would like to make your acquaintance, sir.
Well, I do like making friends. Who doesn't? I'd like to talk to you directly in my favorite place, other than the parliamentary nest, in Flight of Fancy, the bookstore in the alleyway, just out the way. How's tomorrow?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just writing this down.
That's fine.
I accept your invitation, Grand of Avia. Yeah, I look forward to our meeting.
Brilliant. In the meantime, please become acquainted with Avia. We are a hospitable city. Everyone can make their nest here. Great Tits is a brilliant tavern around this time of the year, and actually we recently stocked up on some tantalizing ingredients from the Coral Highlands, where we last were. Should last us a good few days, so before we make another stop, I do recommend you go there. And with regards to the Nekia shard, well, we do need it if we are to stay elevated and hidden.
Why do you need to stay floated and hidden?
Well, like I said, although recently it has become treacherous in the air, you found out from that wyvern fellow, the ground is much more dangerous, and it doesn't feel right having these luscious wings and not being able to soar.
You can soar from the ground, though.
It's difficult. Haven't you felt how easy it is here? Effortless.
Oh, just gonna jump and go.
So when you jump and you kind of flap your arms around a little, it's not that you fly, but when you jump, you kind of, because of the flapping arm motion, you kind of float in the air a little bit.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And you sort of like, and only when you stop doing that do you kind of like slowly just descend
nice.
back onto the ground softly.
But Betty, please don't do that with your titties.
They're already sort of.
I don't want to see that.
So, Jen, we have a small meeting tomorrow, and well, I have a lot of thinking to do. Rory chimes in at this point and he's like, yeah, we should probably like go and like have a drink, and like I can show you around, like there's loads of people here, it's really cool. I can show you like my ex-wife's house. I hate that bitch. And then we can like, you know, maybe we can be like partners in crime, like Avia and like Astera,
like gang.
Yeah, like we could like.
We could have one of those signs that says this town is affiliated with Avia.
Yeah, we could like twin or something.
Oh
like,
no,
yeah.
we could be the shit gang from High and Below.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And then I also I kind of need to work out how I can like talk to you guys, but I've not worked that out yet. We've only got these stupid like.
You open
stones.
your mouth and just let it out like you're doing now.
I mean, like far away. I mean, like
you do it like this. You just.
I mean, like really far away.
Oh, okay. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out. Well, there's a magic place in town. I'm sure they can figure it. We'll sort it out. So, what would you guys like to do?
No, go
Really
to
like to
the
go to
big
bed.
tits.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm asking because I'm ending now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the big tits.
Yeah, big tits.
Great
Okay,
tits.
cool.
Great
tits.
So we will pick up from there next time.